guess I've been playing polo for over 20 years. I've had a great association with Guards Polo Club. Still very committed to Guards, but Cowdray is pretty well my home. I decided that this part of the world was beautiful and unique. The environment is amazing, and I've made some great friends here, and I love it.
I've known Adrian now for years, and he's a very enthusiastic supporter of the game. And he approached me about a year ago now to help him put together a team to be competitive for this year. He told me that he had new sponsorship from Silver Spring, and that he wanted me to acquire some horses for him and also help him manage the team. So we discussed it during the winter, and we engaged John Paul, Rookie, and Rob to play this year. And I think, all things being equal, we've made good progress this year. Rome's not built in a day, but I think overall it's gone very well.
I mean, it's a world-class facility where we get to play down here in Cowdray, and we're very fortunate this year that our team is based here, and really lucky.
I've been coming to Cowdray Park probably for 7 or 8 years, playing various tournaments, and was obviously lucky enough to win the Gold Cup in 2003. To repeat that again would be nice one day, but yeah, no, it's a great place to come to, and always the fields are fantastic, and the competition is fierce. So.
We've got something really good to build on here, and hopefully we can make it work again next year. And this is our first year together, so I think time together is going to be we're going to be able to go to the next level.
It's the first season this team's been together, and I have to say that I've been very impressed with the way it's performed. It takes a while for teams to gel, and I think my guys, John Paul, Rob and Rookie, have played exceptionally well, and I think we've had a great season one way or another. We've been pretty close to being on the money, as they say.
We were very strong in the zone games, in our league games, which we won 3 out of 4. So we went into the quarterfinals with good momentum. I think looking at it now, we've had a few days to reflect on it. We had a good season, and I'm sure that we'll be bigger and better in the future for going through what we did. We're actually leading after a minute in the last chukker, 11-10, and then we just lost our momentum. The rhythm went the other way. A couple of unlucky things happened, and before you know it, we're down by a couple, and it was all over. That's polo. That's the way it goes, and we'll, as I said, we'll learn from it and hopefully be bigger and better for the in the future.
We run this very commercially, and Martin, who's responsible for our horse program, is constantly on the lookout for the right horses to bring them into our organisation, train them, acclimatise them, and see where we go.
Well, what's happened is we've just finished playing in the Gold Cup at Cowdray, and we're basically trying to assess how the horses have finished the high goal season. What we did this morning was we got the vet to come around and trot up all the horses just to make sure they were going into the winter without any niggles. And just make sure that they're just happy in themselves so they can be turned away and see you again in 6 months' time.
This is a really special mare. She's been an amazing polo pony, and actually we've taken an embryo from her to preserve the bloodline. She's right at the height of her career. Apart from the fact that she's got an amazing brain, she's also an athlete. You have to look at it in context. The same way as you have a Tiger Woods in golf, you have a Caracas in polo.
If a horse is in good health, if it's very fit, if it's ridden well, and you've got a good rider, you've got tack that fits well, and they're playing on good grounds, you can limit a lot of the risks to them. But you're right, it is a very physical, demanding sport.
We were pleased, you know, our horses stood up really well overall, and obviously we can all improve individually again, because the level of horses, particularly, you know, this year just seems to get higher and higher. So it's something we have to focus on as individuals, as a team, and you know, we'll go away in the winter and we'll work on that and come back, you know, stronger next year.
We're already planning for next year. You know, we have to consider what we need to do with the horses we're going to be bringing through for the Gold Cup next year. We have to consider the requirements of our sponsor, Silver Spring, and we have to put our program together, and that's a lot of planning.
I think for the first season together, you know, we've made progress, and I don't see why we can't go all the way next year.